Welcome back to the channel. Excel is rolling out 3 new functions, 2 of which are aggregation functions that work similar to pivot table, but will be lighter weight and make it easier to work with some data and easier to update them. And along with those is adding a percent function, which makes it a little easier to work with various percentages of different totals. And so this will be available on their beta channels. If you didn't watch my last video, which are some of the best new features coming to Excel in 2024, or at least that started beta testing in late 2023 and have the potential to be released in 2024, I go over how to become a Microsoft 365 insider and get access to the beta channels to test new features. So check that video out if you're interested. And with that said, let's get into the 3 new functions added into Excel. The first function we'll be going over is equal group by. So you can either type it or just double click and it will have an open parenthesis. Row fields will be what we want to categorize by. And you'll see in this example, say we want to categorize by category. We can just grab this by Control Shift and down, and then we'll put a comma, and the values we want will be the sales. So we can grab this, Control Shift up, and then the function, it will have a list of functions, which is nice, so you don't have to think about what you want to do, whether you want to find the average of the sales for each category or the median or the number of them. We can just sum them all up, and you don't have to worry about field headers, although you could add headers. So you could do yes and show, which will create a category header or sales header, and you can leave that blank if you don't want headers, but we can close these parentheses. And this works similar to a pivot table where you can sum totals based off a certain row or column depending on what you're trying to build. But let's do another one. So we'll do equal group by, and then we can also do subcategory here, which will be more options, comma. We'll do sales again. And this time we won't do headers, so then we'll just double click here on sum and close the parentheses, hit enter. You can see it sums each subcategory based on their total sales. And this is a really nice, lightweight function that doesn't need to update or just create more memory in an Excel file with pivot tables. And it's also easy just to go in here, and you do need to click on the top left where the function actually is, and you can delete sum and just add, let's say, average here. We want the average. You can easily change what you want to aggregate by. And so there's an introduction to the group by function. I think it'll be extremely useful, and very, very similar to that, but adding a little more depth will be the pivot by. It is exactly like group by, but with a little more depth to it. You can add a column now. So now the table won't be, going this way. It will also be going this way. So you can add a column field, and I'll show you what that looks like. So let's start with equals pivot. You can double click pivot by. And so the row fields will be the same. So let's say for the rows, we want state this time. So we can grab this, Control Shift down, comma. In the column fields, we can also do category to see, what states spend the most in what category, comma, and we'll also grab sales once again. And then another comma, we can still do sum. We can close the parenthesis, enter. And so now we can see, furniture, office supplies, technology, and the totals for each state and how much they spend. So this is a quick way to make a miniature pivot table, but also one that, is a little easier to change. Instead of making a certain field, you can just change the way you aggregate it. Instead of sum, once again, we can just use the count, which is, how many orders each state made. So you can make as many of these offset tables as you want. So you could do one for the count and one for the average. And so I think these functions will be very useful in a quick way to, dig into some of the data. So the last function we'll go over, and I can show you off this offset array here, will be percent of. So we can type equal percent of. And so essentially you can grab whatever subset you want. So say we want to do all the W states for, their total orders. So we can grab this subset, and then we can just do a comma, and data all will just kind of be the total. You could also grab, a certain amount. So say we want whatever this sum is to be the total, but instead we can just grab the total down here since we have it, and parentheses, enter. So this will be, just 6% or 6.2% of our total orders will be coming from Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. And to show you kind of what I was talking about just a second ago, it equals percent of. So say we wanted to find the percent of furniture sales for the total number of sales. So instead of just grabbing the total here, we can just grab this right here, after our comma for our data all, close the parentheses, and this will come back with 18%. Can change this to percent. And to show you what I mean, that it will be the same if you grab the total or drag it across. We'll do percent of, we will grab this, comma, the total as well, and parentheses, and it'll be the exact same percentage. So those are the 3 functions coming to Excel. If you have any questions about them, make sure to leave a comment. And if you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe and hit the like button. And thanks for watching.